Hey, Mitch here. So tonight I'm going to demonstrate for you first level, entry level calisthenics, old school calisthenics. These are great for beginners, for people just starting out, for people who need to lose a few pounds and just get started. Once you're at beginner or intermediate level, then you'll move on to more difficult calisthenics. But you can still use these as warm-ups. They're great for that. 3 to 8 minute warm-up is always a good idea before you go on to tougher calisthenics. So here we go. Let's begin. So starting position is your feet in a V. Should be about a 30-degree angle between your, maybe a 30 to 45-degree angle between your feet. Hands on hips, head front to back. And I'm not going to do that many reps, just enough to illustrate. You would typically do about 20 reps. Now you're going to look left to right, and you're going to look over your shoulder like you're trying to spot your opposite heel. So over your right shoulder towards your left heel. Do not roll your head. Many people do it like this. Never do that. It's not good. There is no reason why you should do that. Okay? Now, I want you to roll your shoulders forward and back. And then back. Posture is important, so when you do most of these exercises, you should concentrate on shoulders down and back, not hunched. Down and back. Okay, next exercise, arms up and back, up and back, up and back. Don't sling your arms. Move them in a controlled fashion throughout the range of motion. Okay? Then arms apart, crossing. Again, do these with control. Don't swing them like mad, okay? And you can alternate if you want. Left on top, right on top, left on top, right on top, whatever you prefer. Next, hands on hips. Move your hips in a circle. Your head should remain as close to stationary as humanly possible, and then do some in each direction. Maybe 10 of each. 10 one way and then maybe 10 another. Okay? Hands out in front as if you're feeling the heat off of a fire. Then you're going to turn left and right. Left and right. Don't sling. Full range of motion with control in each direction. Next, I want you to raise one arm and then lean to the side. Don't jerk to the side, just lean to the side until you can feel something. I would do about 10 to each side, 20 total. With almost all of these exercises, I would aim for about 20 total. Now, the same thing to the back. And if it hurts, don't do it. So if you feel discomfort, stop. Just go to your comfortable range of motion. And again, I do about 10 to the rear, and then I do about 10 to the front. And I would look up, keep my eyes up, and then I'd reach out with my chin. This is also a little bit of a balance practice. And that's always good, because if you practice your balance, then you might be able to retain it a little bit older. It's harder the older that you get. Then step out with your left foot a little bit wider, and then reach back between your legs like you're going to receive something in your hand. So reach back, keep your eyes up, and just go to the fullest extent of your reach without bouncing or slinging. Full control. Then, feet together, hands on knees. You can bring your toes together for this exercise. Instead of being in this position, bring your toes together and then make little circles. And then maybe 10 in each direction. Then put your foot out and then circle your ankle. Good. And then other ankle. Again, about 10 each side. Now I'm going to give you 3 exercises: an upper body, a core, and a lower body. Hands should be about straight down from your armpits, just about the shoulders width apart, fingers nice and spread. And you want to hold your plank, eyes forward. And then when you start to get a little bit tired, then you can rock back. And then you'll stretch out your Achilles and then maybe rest a little. And then you'll go back, and then you'll hold it some more. Don't overdo it. And then, these will become pretty easy pretty quickly. But these are beginner calisthenics. This is the very first entry-level set of calisthenics. Your lower body exercise is a plie. Now, no one does plies anymore. But if you think about it for a moment, it's a very practical exercise, because if you're going to pick up 2 heavy objects, like say 2 buckets of water or 2 buckets of grain, then they're going to swing into your hips. So you have to keep your legs together in order to pick them up. So that's why you do a plie. In this case, I'd like you to keep your back straight, shoulders back and down. And I'd like you to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you don't go really deep. We're not going to go all the way down and lift our heels. We're going to keep our heels in contact with the floor. 1, 2, 3, and you should feel a stretch in the back of your Achilles as you do this, and a slight amount of stress in your thighs. If you go too deep, it's not going to feel good on your knees. That's not what this is. And I do about 20 of those. One leg will remain stationary while you raise the other leg. When you're just starting out, maybe 10 is good per side. Now, keep your knee locked. What you don't want to do is raise your knee bent or let it flex. So keep it straight and locked. If this is as high as you can get, then that's okay. Gradually work on getting a little bit higher and a few more reps. Those are your very introductory calisthenics that you would start right from the beginning. Now again, when you get a little more fit and those become completely easy and they're a total breeze, then you can use those as a warm-up and then move on to the next set of calisthenics. Thanks for watching. Take care.